We get it. DC is cursed. There's nothing to do about it, especially when the studio ends up casting troublesome actors. No, I'm not talking about Amber Heard in this one. Yep, amidst all the wowing over the Flash full trailer, I'm gonna revisit the Ezra Miller controversies. I know, guys, I just had to. It's important to know how Miller's controversies can potentially affect one of the best DCEU movies to come out in 2023. By now, you must know why studios get desperate enough to replace actors with dolphins. The whole Amber Heard thing derailed Mira's character. People don't want to see Heard in any DC movie after Johnny Depp's so-called victory. The same could be said for the Flash star. He may not have defamed a fellow actor, but people just don't like troublemakers. And Ezra has done it all, from getting into brawls to getting arrested for harassing people. He's faster than the Flash when it comes to getting in trouble, and this is where it all starts to hurt the franchise. Imagine finding out that Henry Cavill has been stealing candies from little kids. Can you see the Man of Steel ever in the same light when you buy that show ticket? So yeah, bad publicity has a very negative impact on box office numbers, with the cancellation spree on the loose over at DC Studios. The Flash seems to be the only franchise left in the race, and even if James Gunn decides not to move forward with Ezra, it still has to do well just for the sake of it. But data shows that Miller's controversies could harm the movie at the box office. The Flash movie has been in the works for over a decade. The DC couldn't screw up their most beloved speedster, but that doesn't mean that the movie would be immune to other factors. Ezra Miller made his mission to give the studios a tough time. His troubles began in late March 2022. There was news that Miller was arrested for multiple charges. It all started with disorderly conduct in Hawaii, which led to the actor's arrest. I'll get into the complete timeline later, but that affected the movie to the point that almost 42% of American people wanted the movie to get canceled. Right after Miller's trouble spree, a survey was conducted to see how his behavior affected the Flash's chances at the box office. Almost 2 in 5 US adults believed that the studio should just put the franchise down the drain, but Warner Brothers Discovery was adamant about not losing Miller. Come on, do you even know how hard it is to remake a movie without the main actor or even replace them? Have we forgotten the whole Henry Cavill mustache thing? It's almost criminal to shut down an entire movie after it's set for release. Warner Brothers Discovery decided not to get into the trouble of doing costly reshoots, and so the Flash movie is set to hit the theaters in June 2023. So when did things start to go south? The Flash actor harassed someone in Hawaii, and he got arrested for it. But that wasn't enough. Ezra went on a crazy spree and got arrested for a second time in Hawaii, but this time for assault.
I'm not transgender, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. I'm transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights. Assaulted in this bar twice in a row. I film myself when I get assaulted for NFT crypto art. Tell me your name and your badge number.
White key.
Ezra.
Full name, full badge number.
I'm being arrested for disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
I was assaulted, you understand, right?
Okay.
Well, you should have told us that instead of running away and playing all of these theatrics. You could have just told us that.
I'm sorry,
No, you're not
officer.
sorry. You could have took this thing
sorry.
real quick.
You spit in somebody's
The
face.
guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film, and he attacked me.
Ninth Amendment rights to not be unlawfully persecuted for a crime of no designation. Disorderly conduct being something I am unguilty of.
Please don't touch me, it's all sacred religious material. None of it is illegal in any capacity.
Was it really you, Evil Barry? Instead of facing the music, Ezra disappeared from the authorities. They couldn't locate the actor until it emerged that Miller was being charged with a felony burglary in Vermont. Either the guy had serious issues or just lost it. Anyways, the actor later issues a formal public apology, saying that they were going through some serious and complicated mental health issues. But was it enough? His apology was enough to make the Flash move forward, but not enough for the franchise to continue. It's pretty evident that the studio might not be moving forward with the actor. And with the whole Gunn Safran takeover, it's a far-fetched reality for Miller to come back. In his apology, the actor committed to seeking treatment, but a lot of damage was done by then. Ezra's troubles also stemmed from Josh Whedon's JL takeover. It was nasty business behind the scenes, and it's hard to say whether that affected Miller. The actor had a lot to acknowledge in his apology, when almost 70% of American adults think that studios should cut ties with actors in into misconduct. An open apology and committing to doing things better is the only way to go. Actors should learn from the Amber Depp case as to how quickly public opinion can change, and it can make or break an actor's career. With Ezra, things aren't as easy as they seem. So, when Miller finally acknowledged that he had been going through an intense crisis, and their actions have hurt people, it gives the movie a chance at redemption. An actor admitting that they're wrong and committing to getting treated is one of the best courses of action. There are several success stories of actors and actresses going haywire and then finding their way back to the glory. Yes, we stan you, Robert Downey Jr., but when 75% of American moviegoers think that they should get rid of troublemakers, what made Warner Bros. Discovery take the opposite course of action? The answer is simple, guys. Money. It was Warner Bros. Discovery's biggest PR problem. But apart from the money, there was still a lot that the public didn't know about the Miller controversy, and the studio was obviously gambling on that. As far as the charges are concerned, none have resulted in any sort of conviction. The allegations are only supported by circumstantial evidence and hearsay. With Miller's statement coming out knowing this fact, this sort of changed the game slightly for the studio. It meant that they could potentially move forward with the movie, but it's reported that the studio will not be working with Miller after the Flash movie. So, it's like damage control until the movie makes money. Speaking of the movie, I hope most of you haven't missed the important details from the Flash trailer. The Flash trailer is out, and Michael Keaton fans are losing it. Yes, folks, we finally got to see two Batman in the trailer. Ben Affleck's version of the Batman is also back to help Barry with the crisis. It's so good to hear that deep husky voice again. It's obvious from the trailer that we're going toward the classic Flashpoint arc from the comics. Affleck tells Barry the consequences of time travel. Did I mention there were two Barrys? But then it happens. Is it a bird? A plane? No, it's Supergirl. We finally get to see Kara, aka Supergirl, in full swing, in her cape and edgy haircut. At this point, I'm just anticipating how much of the Flashpoint are we going to get in the movie. Is there a potential Wonder Woman and Superman cameo? But guys, that Keaton classic, I'm Batman, just hits the spot. No matter the controversies or the legalities, it's a dream come true to see some variants of the Flashpoint for seasoned fans. It's almost a shame to have such a movie get things going for the studio just to have it sacked at the end. James Gunn reportedly hasn't announced anything related to the Flash. There are rumors that the DC's co-leader could use the whole time travel stuff to introduce the audience to his version of the DC universe. We already know Gunn is aiming for a fresher reboot, so could the Flash somehow reset the universe? Could Barry become Thanos and snap everyone out of existence? If only all our fan theories could come true. So, will you guys go out to watch The Flash? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.